On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
To be so masculine or you want to be the leader in a relationship. But we just need to step back, because if you don't step back, you're going to be 40, 45, 50, single out on these streets. And the streets ain't getting better at all.
No, they're
I
not.
know in my younger ages, I was picking wrong. I was picking real fucked up.
Exactly. And sometimes
I ain't even gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap.
We do the same thing.
Like,
we think we can change a man. We can't, you know?
This is why I encourage men don't do that now. Like, yo, I picked wrong, which is why I had specific criteria on the on when I was looking the last time I was looking when I ended up finding my wife. But yeah, it was.
But another thing,
they were fine though.
Q and
A1.
So you got to think about it, right? Sometimes we give men too much too early, to a point to where a man doesn't really have to work for you.
That's a reason why these are women are single by choice. Garbage, right? I would say a lot of it has to fall back on character, bro. Like, because I just don't see, and I just can't see why beautiful women with good character aren't snatched up.
I see dudes come on the panel night after night after night, night after night after night, and they say, Anton, I seen 2, 3 of them in my lifetime, and I let them good ones get away. Q, you be sitting there right with me, man after man.
Men saying this?
Man say, I let a good one get away, I let another one get away, and I let another one get away, night after night after night. What the heck are we talking about?
It's got nothing.
I think it's. Go ahead, Rick. I'll go after you.
It has nothing to do with character. You could be a good person and have great character and still have fucked up decision making.
There you go.
Then no, wait. I didn't say the girls are saying it.
I didn't say, Mel, if it's the same thing.
No, it's not. The thing is that women
listen.
How men make decisions based off of what they see is much different than how women make decisions.
No, that's not. I'm not disagreeing with you, but like I said, I'm not putting it on either sex, bro. It could be a woman with good character that fuck with pookies. It can be a dude with good character that fuck with Shaniquas. It's what it is. Right? Just because you're a good person don't mean you have great decision-making processes, right? I always say this, and I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna say this again, right? A lot of times our heart can't handle what our eyes like. Right? You got all the bad bitches, but every girl you date was bad, but every one of them chicks was fucking horrible.
But that's not what they're saying, Ricky. They're saying, yo, I've dated some really, really good girls. And these are men that say that they want to get married. I've dated some good girls and I let them get away on
right. They made a
bad decision. Why did they say they let them away?
Wait. The question is, most men get into relationships because they perceive beauty as the physical appearance of a woman, not her character. That is the question. I'm not going based off of what you think and what your standards are. I'm not even going based off of what I think and what my standards are. I'm saying that men are making decisions differently than what's being said in the question. I'm asking why. And I don't think it has anything to do with bad decision making, because if that was the case, then they would have never identified them as a good one that got away in the first place.
I think it has to do with timing. I think when men decide, just like Quest said, he was ready to get married. So that woman at that time, he found one, she was pretty, and then she had everything that he wanted. So it's also the timing. Maybe these men that are now, I want to get married, and this would have been a good one back then, but they wasn't ready to be married.
That's a good point.
I think
how old were those men?
Yeah, I think men have in my experience, men have a door. And you can be the best woman, but if that door is not open for marriage, you're going to be tagging along for a long time.
Anton, how old were those men?
Q, how old are these men?
No, when they let the good one go.
Well, we don't know that. But these men are probably mid 30s to 40s. Like, They let multiple women go. And I agree with Courtney on that standpoint. Some men be in their little hoe phase and they're not ready to settle down. And then guess what? When they go back out there and want to settle down, they realize they let a good one go. And that's on them though. And you can't get her back because guess what? She got you blocked. And she moved on.
And if you want to take it down,
was that anecdotal? Was that anecdotal, Q?
Anton, if you want to take it down to the essence of it, it's really about fear. If you want to take it down to the basics, right? The fear of losing, the fear of not making the right decision, the fear of not making the right choice for your partner. When, like I say all the time, it's all a gamble, baby.
Well, then that changes the dynamic of the conversation because what we were saying before is completely different than what we're saying right now.
But even in this question,
wait,
though,
how?
Hold on. Even in the question, though, it's saying relationships. And for a lot of women, sometimes it's the pressure, the ultimatums that we're like, okay, we're tired of the relationship. What about marriage? So again, your beauty, how your character will get you in a relationship. But then what's going on after that? What about the marriage? And a lot of women will be in a relationship for a long time thinking that, darn, I'm giving him all of me, everything that he wants, and he's not marrying me. Mm-hmm. And then when you break up, what happens 6 months later? He's married. That happens a lot.
It does happen a lot.
It's the door. I mean, I'm a door.
Not only that, Courtney, regarding what you say, agree. The older we get, I'm just talking from women's perspective, we have to really sit back and realize what are we doing wrong, right? Because a lot of times when people come out of relationships, they always want to blame the other person, right? So let's take accountability. Why am I not at the place that I'm not wanting to be? Why haven't I got married? Now, let's not blame the men. There's not good men out there, X, Y, Z. It's taking accountability. Okay, Q, this is why you're not married. It's because you're doing X, Y, Z. You're doing this, this, and this, right? So I think we just got to step back and take back, okay, even though I have this, this, and that, X, Y, and Z, what am I doing wrong, right? So I think we just, as women or men, I don't know what men y'all be doing, but as women, we need to just sit back and relax and stop pointing fingers. There's no good men out there. They are liars. They're all cheaters. They all married. They might be married and messing with other women. Or I can't trust nobody, or have that rah mentality, or you want to be so masculine, or you want to be the leader in a relationship. But we just need to step back, because if you don't step back, you're going to be 40, 45, 50, single out on these streets. And the streets ain't getting better at all.
No, they're not.
In my younger ages, I was picking wrong. I was picking real fucked up.
Exactly. And sometimes
I ain't even gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap.
We do the same thing. Like, we think we can change a man. We can't, you know?
This is why I encourage men don't do that now. Like, yo, I picked wrong, which is why I had specific criteria on on when I was looking the last time I was looking when I ended up finding my wife. But yeah, it was.
But another thing,
they were fine though.
Q and
A1.
So you got to think about it, right? Sometimes we give men too much too early, to a point to where a man doesn't really have to work for you.